Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Ask Leah. That is, if you can even see me tonight. To be honest, I don't even know if this is going to work because the NBN in Willow Grove at the moment is atrocious. And as I did post today, this is fast becoming a key election issue for myself and lots of other people who are also battling NBN challenges at the moment. We've got big issues out here in Willow Grove, which is very frustrating when you are trying to run a business. It's making it very challenging. We have the added challenge out here of having very limited mobile phone reception as well. So the option of going to mobile reception instead, I went to use my mobile phone to do this live cast tonight, but that wasn't working properly either. So I can see that there's a couple of people here, so hopefully the video holds up. I've just got one question to answer tonight, and I'll get through it as much as I can and as quickly as I can. But those of you out there who are similarly like me battling NBN issues, please report them. Please write to your local politicians because it's just not good enough. All right, that's my little rant. Hopefully it holds up. Tonight's question came from a regular viewer, and I've got to say I missed this question last week. She had submitted it before last week, and I actually missed it. And the irony that this was a question I missed, because you'll get it when I tell you the question. The question that this person had was about what to do when you email someone asking for a response and they don't respond. And then I forgot that she had asked this question. So I do apologise. I have already apologised to her and provided her some advice offline, but I will share what I shared with her tonight. So the situation was this. This person is working in a collaboration with other organisations. So that creates a challenge straight away. You've got a collaboration with other organisations about a program that is for people to try to give them an opportunity. It's a really great community program for at-risk people who are trying to get ahead in our community. And there's really high demand for this program, and there's a waiting list. And the challenge that this person has faced, and let me call her Kelly. It's not my sister Kelly, let me tell you that, but let's call her Kelly. And the challenge that Kelly has is that she's sending an email to this male saying, and not that that has anything to do with the price of fish, but just for ease of following my story. She sends an email to this male who said, oh, I've got someone who'd be great for the program. Yeah, I want you to hold a space for them. So Kelly is emailing this person saying, so did you want the position like you'd asked? Please let me know. Please get back to me. And she's hearing nothing. Now, the challenge she's got is this is a collaboration partner. So they've got a stake in the game. So part of her is thinking, well, I do need to consider them. I can't just, be really hard and firm. They have a stake in the game. But this person's just ignoring her. He's just ignoring her emails and then sort of expecting them to be able to get in at the last minute, or he doesn't have someone to put forward to the program. And then the challenge is the space is missed out on because they don't realise that it's free. So it's this whole lack of communication that's having real consequences. This is a really in-demand program. So she reached out to me to say, how do I deal with this? How do I get more assertive in my emails while still being really professional and not being rude? And I've got to say, this is a question I get really frequently from females, because women tend to be more conscious about coming across as a bitch in their emails. Men don't come to me with this problem. I'm not saying that men don't have this problem, but it seems to be much more female focused. So here's what I said to this woman. Couple of things. She asked, is it okay to put a deadline on when he needs to get back to me? Yeah, Absolutely. Now, I wouldn't just be doing this in the email though. Like most communication, the work here and the success is in the setup and the expectation setting at the start. So when you next meet up, or even before the program opens again, I'd be getting in touch with this guy, but also with anyone else who's got a stake in the game for this program, to be having a chat with them about the fact that it's in high demand. You've got a wait list. There are people in real need in the community for this program. So next time the next program opens up, you'll be sending out expressions of interest for who would like a spot, and you need them to respond by a certain date and time. And when you do that, you give them the why. The why is important because it helps them be clear that this isn't about you just trying to be bossy. There's a real reason. This is because you're trying to provide the best service for the community and to make sure everyone gets the benefit. So you really give them the why so they get it. You make it really clear. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll send it out to you. I'll give you a deadline. If you don't get back to me in that deadline, or if you don't have the spot to fill, then after that deadline passes, I'll offer the position to the next person on the list. So you give them this expectation at the start so that next time you have to email them, they're fully aware. They can't say, I didn't know. Then when you email, a really great tip is in the subject line of your email to make it clear when the deadline is. So it might be expressions of interest for next group, replies needed by 20th of May, 5 p.m. Okay, so you make that clear in the subject line. Because we are all busy, sometimes we miss emails, and by making it clear in the subject line, that you can't get lost. You can't pretend like you didn't know about it. So even if they don't read your email, they know when the deadline is. Okay, it gets close to the deadline. Initially, the first time you're doing this, because you're, maybe a bit apprehensive, thinking, oh, I don't want to come across as rude, and I get that. Excuse me, you might send them an email that morning or the night before saying, just a reminder, the deadline for the program is tomorrow at 5 p.m. If I haven't heard back by then, I will be offering the spot to the next people on the waiting list. Again, that's it. That's your bit done. When the deadline passes, here's the thing. You do need to offer it to the next person on the waiting list. And I know this is hard, but it's really important, like when you're dealing with little kids, if you say this is what's going to happen, you need to follow through. Now, they can't argue that this is unfair or that you're being bossy or they didn't see this coming because you've done it in steps along the way. You had the conversation before the program even opened saying this is what we're doing and this is why, because we're realizing people are missing out. We need to be able to provide a great service and program. You're then sending them the email with it in the subject line. You're again outlining in the email, it's open, let me know, otherwise it'll be offered to the next person. You're even doing the follow-up in the first instance. Reminder, they close tomorrow. If you don't hear boo, you offer it to the next person. It's professional, it's considerate, but it's also assertive. And that's how you tend to get results. Don't be surprised if the first time this guy still doesn't respond. But when he realizes that his people are missing out, it will spur him into action. Now you might go, oh, but his people shouldn't be penalized because of his actions. No, they shouldn't. But they are his actions, and you've got other really worthy people on the list as well. Okay, so he needs to lift his game. He needs to pull his socks up. And the thing is, you've covered your bum because you've documented these steps along the way. Okay, so if he tries to say anything about you not being fair, you are well and truly covered, and it's very clear where the issue lies in this situation. So that's my answer tonight. I do hope this video has worked and I'm not just talking to myself and my children who are meant to be in bed, but that I know are listening in. Again, please get your complaints about the NBN to your service provider and the politicians out there. I hope you have a great week. I hope those of you who are reading the book are enjoying the book. Sorry, big announcement. Those of you who are on my mailing list would have seen today, and some of you will have seen on social media. Thrilled to announce, how did I nearly forget that? The Step Up Award is back. The Step Up Professional Development Award. It's now in its 3rd year. It's an award I offer to one person from Gippsland who is looking to step up in their career or their life to, you know, really make a difference and give back to the community or their family or the people around them. And this year, I'm thrilled to announce that it is valued at more than $2,000. It includes a ticket to my upcoming Effective Communication Developing Assertiveness workshop, which is in June in Warragul. So, you know, even if you don't nominate, make sure you get your tickets for that or get your workplace to fund you to be able to do that training. It's really powerful training. You know, as one of my participants said, if you want to change your workplace culture, do this workshop. But it includes a ticket to that. It also this year includes 3 coaching sessions with me, one-on-one coaching on the soft skill that you want to develop or the area of life that you really want to focus in on. I've always offered one-on-one coaching as part of the award, but what I've realized is that more than one session is really what's needed. As you know, even though it's a freebie, it's part of an award, I really want to be able to deep dive in with the winner to provide them the support, the really tailored support that they need. And it also includes a copy of my book. So nominate, you just go to my website, leahmethod.com.au. It's on the homepage. Click there. There's just 2 questions to answer. They're really simple. You can nominate yourself or someone else, and entries close in a couple of weeks. So get nominating, have a great week, complain about the NBN, be assertive in your email communications, but still pleasant, and have a great week, everyone. Cheers.